everybody, welcome back to Meals with Marcia. Today I want to share with you how to freeze summertime peaches. I'm excited to show you this, so let's get started. Locally here, about 7-8 miles from where we live, there's a place called Gilliland Peaches, and they grow peaches from South Carolina, and they bring them in and they sell them all, usually at the end of June, 1st of July, all the way through the end of July. So it's a really short season, maybe 6 weeks max. But guys, they have some of the best peaches over there and several different varieties. But what you want to do, if you're looking for peaches to put up, you need to get what they call freestone peaches. And what I mean by that is when you cut that peach in half and you twist it, that seed comes out. See how that's separated? And this one's going to be easy to do as well. You're going to cut it like this, and then it should pull and separate right off from the seed. That's what you want, because when you try to cut up peaches that are clean peaches, they are very hard. You don't want those. You want what they call freestone, which is the kind like that. Now, I've just cut this one up for demonstration to show you guys how. And when I usually cut mine in half, and then I cut it into a quarter, and then I peel it, because I feel like it peels a lot easier that way, okay? Now, and then you're just going to get another bowl, and you're going to come over here, and you're just going to cut it into whatever size you want. If you want slices or if you want chunks. I kind of like to do chunks, because we like to use our peaches in like homemade cobblers, or if we're doing homemade ice cream, we like to, have that. And these are easy to put up, guys. And like I said, you get 6 weeks out of the year where they're in season. And the wintertime, you can go to the produce section and get peaches, but they are not going to be like these, I promise you. But these are so juicy. Now, when I'm eating a peach, I just wash it and I eat it just like that. I cut it in half, pull the seed out and eat it, skin and all. I love the skin of a peach. Some people, it's a texture thing, and they're just like, And if the peach is really ripe, a lot of times that skin will just pull off, and it's really easy to do. And then I just cut it, just in small bites, how I want it. And like I said, you can slice it if you want. Make it different, whatever you're wanting to use it for. Now, you could make peach preserves out of this. I like peach preserves, but we're more of a strawberry jam type family. So we'd rather have that. And I'm going to do this one again, show you. Go all the way around, and then you're just going to twist. Hopefully this one's going to come out. Yep, see? Right like that. So easy. Peel. I like peach preserves, okay, but we're more of a strawberry jam family. We love strawberry jam. We love muscadine jelly. I've got some muscadine juice in the freezer right now that I've not done. My dad's got strawberries in the freezer. I got to go help him make jam with. And that's a good thing about fruit too. If you want to make jam and jelly and you got other stuff you're making and you're like, I can't get to that right now, like I am busy, you can freeze your fruit, guys, and do it at a later time. Let's see if I can, nope, I'm gonna have to cut into that. Sometimes if they're not completely real good and ripe, they'll not want to pull off the stone, even if they are freestone. And that one's just a little bit, part of it's ripe and the other part's not, and that's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. But anyway, what I was saying is you can just go ahead and, like we did, Daddy washed those strawberries and he cut them up and he put them in freezer bags, and we'll thaw those out and we'll make our jam out of that. Now, the muscadine jelly, I have a video on that, and if you're not ready to can it, make your jelly right then, you can watch part of my video and you can see how you can get your juice ready, and then you can come back and use it later. And that's what we've done. We got the juice ready and we're going to use it later. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how to do this, how to slice these up and peel them. Remember, turn, and it's going to come right off, especially if it's ripe. I'm going to finish peeling these few, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the next step. When you're canning and freezing, guys, I'm just going to remind you again, there's a couple of steps to this stuff. It's not hard. It's just a little bit time consuming. So don't get discouraged and don't think, oh my gosh, but it's going to be longer than a 3-minute video. So let me, like I said, finish these, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the next step, okay? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, I got my peaches peeled and cut up. There they are. Now, if you were wanting to do these peaches to put in the freezer for thawing out later and doing like peach preserves, this is the only step you would do. Okay, this is called Fruit Fresh Produce Protector. Okay, you just sprinkle this on there, and all it does is prevent this stuff from turning brown in the freezer, just to make it look pretty. So we're going to do that. See if I can get it to come out. It doesn't want to come out good. See if I can get it on this side. Now I'll just do it like that. But you want just to sprinkle it on there really good and stir it up. It's not going to change the taste of your fruit. It's just going to keep it bright and nice, okay? That's all it's going to do. So just do that. Get a spoon. I don't know what's going on with that thing. And you're just going to stir it up, okay? It's just like a powder consistency. It's not going to change the taste. You just stir that up. Now, like I said, if you were wanting to save these for later to make like peach preserves or something, or peach jelly, jam, whatever, you would stop right here. You would get quart-size bags, or you can use these freezer cups, whatever, and pour it in there. But I do not want to use this for canning jelly. I want to use this for cobblers and for ice cream, things like that. So I've got my Fruit Fresh on there. And now I'm going to put sugar on. Now this is to your taste, okay? And these are very sweet summertime peaches, so may not take that much. So you're just gonna take some sugar, you're gonna sprinkle over it. And like I said, it depends on how much you got. I think I'm gonna do maybe 3/4 a cup, maybe, or a cup, I don't know. Let me just see, I'm gonna do, that's 2/3 of a cup right there. Let me stir that up. See how this goes. And I'm just doing a small batch, guys, for demonstration for you. I didn't need to freeze a lot of peaches this year. I had a few left from last year, and I bought some to eat on, but I wanted to do this video and share how I do these. I think I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more third, so that'll be a cup. Because you want them to be good and sweet and juicy, and you want that syrup in them because it makes good when you're making a cobbler. All right, so I'm going to stir that up. And it's going to take a few minutes to dissolve this sugar because you don't want it to be gritty. But as it dissolves, it's going to make that much more juice in there. So we're going to leave this sitting on the counter. I don't know, about 10 minutes maybe. It's already getting some juice up in there, as you can see. Make sure that sugar's dissolved. I'm stirring it really good. And I may taste it and see if I think it tastes sweet enough for my cobblers and my stuff. And if you think your pieces are too large, you can take your spoon and just kind of mash them a little bit. But you do want chunks. If you're going to make a cobbler, and if you're going to have peach ice cream, you do want chunks. You don't have to have big chunks. It's whatever your preference. You can slice, you can chunk, however you want. All right, let me get a spoon and see if I think that tastes sweet enough. And then if it does, then I'm gonna let it sit. I'm almost certain it will be, because that's a lot. Oh yeah. All right, that's a little gritty in there. So I'm gonna let this sit about 10 minutes. Make sure all the sugar dissolves. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how I put them in the cups, and we're gonna put them in the freezer, okay? I'll be back in just a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes since I put my sugar and my sugar gel on my peaches, and you see all the juice that's made up in there, and it looks yummy. Now, I am going to fill my quarts up with this, okay? So I'm just going to do this, because a quart is a good size, I think. And I may only get one, I don't know, maybe two. But I'll fill it up to about like that, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a quart and a pint. That'll work. I'm just doing a little bit for demonstration. Then I'm gonna have me a little snack on the side over here I was gonna share with y'all too. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty. Yeah. And I'll put some of this over here. All right, now, you just need to make sure with a towel that your rims are not sticky. And then you're just going to place that lid on there. Now, you can also put these in freezer bags. And if you do, you're just going to put them in the freezer bag and try to get as much air as you can out. And that is some good old freezer peaches right there. Now, let me this one on here. Clean my rim off with my towel. Now this will make a small cobbler, this will make a full-size cobbler. Or if you're wanting to get some ice cream, that'll make a good amount too. All right, I got a little bit of peaches left in my bowl here. And I had made some 2-ingredient biscuits today. I did a video on that. And I think that I'm going to have me some biscuits with this peach on top. This looks delicious to me. Maybe I got too many peaches for my biscuit. I got another biscuit over there if I wanted it. If you had a little homemade whipped cream or a little Cool Whip to put on that, wouldn't be nothing much better than that, or right there. There's my 2-ingredient biscuit with my peaches. Let's try it. Oh, Lord. That tastes like a peach cobbler in a biscuit form. My goodness. That is absolutely amazing, guys. Oh, my Lord. As my mama used to say, that'll make you slap your granny. That's the same. Mama's got her own vocabulary. She's got all kinds of things that she says. That's delicious. Delicious, delicious. Oh my word. Nothing says summertime like some good old fresh peaches. Lord. I'm gonna say a little Cool Whip on that or homemade whipping cream. So good. Anyway. Well, that it is, start to finish, how to do summertime peaches. Freeze them. Like I said, these will be so good this winter. We want us a good cobbler. Now, I'll be eating on these peaches all month. I've been 2 or 3 times. They just get me like small baskets. You can get them in the big, huge, it's $50 for a big basket. I don't need that. I don't need that much. It's just me and my husband now. I don't can as much. I don't put up as much, but I still do for certain things that we want. But guys, you can't beat those summer peaches. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meals with Marcia. And don't forget that everything you need and how to make this is going to be in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.